What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the WPF to Blazor migration tutorial series. This is Snake Edition, and last time we created the game grid. We spawned the fruit, and um, yeah, we animated the fruit, so it has a pulsating effect. So today we're gonna get the snake done, and we will start moving the snake. And also we will add some JavaScript code to handle our key events. And I noticed that this section was commented out, so some of you might have gotten an error when the snake hit a wall. I had this commented out, so yeah. So if you ran into this problem, it's because I comment this part of the code out, so the snake was running in the background without ever hitting a wall. So I'm just gonna, comment this, uncomment this, and then I think there's another section somewhere. Right here. Yes. Alright, so now it should be the same. Alright, to do JavaScript, let's create a JavaScript file. So let's call it, let's make a new item. And we will call it I'll just call it event listener. Yeah, listener.js. And here we go. Remove all of that. Don't need it. So I got the JavaScript file. We also have to add it to our layout. And we do this by, let's copy this right here. We're also going to throw this into the header. JS event listener. There we go. And now, we can start writing some code. Alright. So what we're going to do is, we are going to create a custom function, and to do that, window dot, we will create a JS functions, and here we will store a method which we will execute when the JS function is called. So here we're going to say add keyboard listeners event. Oh, that's what we'll call it. And this is going to be a function. Let's call it function whatever t. And here we will subscribe document. No, actually, we'll remove the event listener first. So if we're already listening, then we will just remove it. So let's key up to the key up event, and then key up handle, which will be our key up handle method. And then just copy and paste this, and then instead of remove, we will add. So we will add the listener here. Okay, and that's basically it. And now we will create another function, which we will call key up handle. And this is where we will handle the key up event. And what we'll do is we will call the .net and There's no IntelliSense. It's invoke method async. Actually, I think it's lowercase. Invoke method async. And here we have to give the namespace the assembly name, which is Blazor Snake, and the method name, which is going to be JS key up. That's what we'll call it. And here we will call the serialize event method, which will serialize our key event. Alright. Serialize. You have to really be careful with the what you're writing here, because if you make a spell error, that's probably not going to catch it. It's kind of annoying. So function serialize event. However, you can also just everywhere we're using E, so let's just do that everywhere. Okay. Serialize event, and then here we'll say, hey, if, basically saying if it's not null, let's do a console.log, and then just log the event. Or actually, let's just log the key. Oh man, key code. Return. What we're going to return here. It's going to be the key. E.key. And we got the code, which is going to be E.key code to string, comma, not a semicolon. Okay, so the location, and then E.key code dot, no, just the location. Oh, what else we got? We got the repeat, and then E.repeat. Here we go, we got some IntelliSense. And then we got control key is all things we're not really interested in, but just for the completion, let's just do that. Control key, and then shift key E.shift alt key E.alt key, and there's a meta key E.meta key, and then we also have the type, which is going to be E.type. Alright, and that should do it. So if it's null, we won't return anything. Otherwise, we will return this. Okay, so that's the JavaScript side. And we will call this, or we will start listening, because here we just want to listen for the key up events. And if a key event comes, which will be handled by this right here, we will call our JS key up method in our application. But to start listening, we have to at inject IJS runtime JS runtime, and here we can say await JS runtime dot, and then we can invoke that method, which is invoke async right here, and then we have to call JS function function. Be careful again, no spell errors here. JS function. And well, actually, let's make it functions because we can add multiple. We could add more if we wanted to. So JS functions add keyboard listeners event. Okay. And then we can remove this toss delay right here. Alright. And then every time we get a key event, we can now handle that in, yeah, we'll just make it in the view model here. So I'm going to leave that, and then we'll just create a new method, which is going to be a public static async void, and then it's going to be JS key up, which will get a keyboard event arguments here, E, and then yeah, we could just make our own switch statement here. But yeah, let's just see if this works. And we also have to give this an attribute, which is JS invocable. Let's add that reference. Here we go. Okay. Let's see if this works. Probably not, but we can hope. Great. That did not work. Alright, I'm actually gonna comment this check wall thing, and because I wasn't able to read the error message here, so fine, check wall wall. So now JS key up, public static async Okay, JS key up, that seems fine. Invoke async. JS functions. Add keyboard listener. Window dot JS functions. This Blazor Snake. Okay, I don't see why it shouldn't work. Let's try one more time. Alright, yeah, it seems that we cannot call these interrupt JS functions on the oninitialized async method, but instead we have to do it on the first render. So let's do that. Async task on after render. Here we go. And not every time, just on the first render. Because after that, then we're listening. We don't have to call the listen method all over again. Async. Okay. So yeah, breakpoint. Yeah, don't need it. Let's see. Alright, let's call it developer tools and then console. And there we go, we're getting the key codes. So the arrow keys is left is 37, up 8, right is 39, and then 40. 37, 38, 39, and 40. Alright. So now we're getting those keyboard events. Yeah, now we can call window key up. static. Okay, yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Just gonna copy this right here. And then we will uncomment this. And then left is 37. Alright, let's parse this to int. Int dot parse code. There we go. Yeah, okay, that's not static. Let's make it static. Actually, I don't want to make these static, so I'm gonna make a new class. JS interrupt. And then we'll just copy this right here. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna get it working, and then after that, we'll add that. So I'm just gonna delete this again. Sorry. Always trying to do too many things at once. Alright, let's make this just static. Private, here, static. Okay. So it's that error. So up was 38. And then right, 39. And then we got 40. Yeah, the snake also has to be static. So, no. Let's go there. Public static. And then one more error. Next moves also static. Alright. So now we got the snake. And we also want to start drawing that snake. So let's go here. Snake. VM dot snake first or default. So we're looking for item, and if the item dot position index equals the current index, and then No, not this again. Snake. Okay. Alright, I had to pause it there for a second because I really don't want to make all these static, these properties in here. So yeah, we started making a separate class, which I'm going to start doing again. So let's make the JS interop class. And this is going to be a static class. And then we will add that method in there. Except it's not going to return void, it's going to return an int. And well, actually, it's not going to return an int. Let's not do that. It's going to trigger an action. That's what we'll do. So let's go. We got a public static action JS key up action. That's what we'll call it. And here we will just trigger that action. So JS key up action dot question mark dot invoke, and then we will call int dot parse e dot code. Yes, and now other classes can just hook up to this action, and if the action gets triggered, then we will be notified. So yeah, and just to get those warnings away, let's just do a test.delay and then 1 millisecond. Okay, that's fine. And then we will await, and there we go. Okay, and then we will get we'll make this private void action and this will be code, and then we can just use the code right here. That's way better. Hopefully this will work. Dun, 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 dun. And then in the constructor, JS interop dot key up action JS key up. Here we go. Alright, let's test that out. Set 2 breakpoints. Alright, and if this doesn't work, then we wasted a whole bunch of time and have to think of something else. Great. Errors. Oops. No. Alright, so I was getting the error because I still had static here on the snake, and yeah, I still have static on these guys, so I'm gonna remove that too. Okay, so no more static here. Alright, so we got the JS interrupt static class with the action, which I hook up in the constructor, and yeah, so no more static. So this should finally get to work in here. Okay, and then press start, and then here we go. Got, and in the main menu, Mu model also, we get the key code. Perfect. 37. Perfect. Alright, so that's working. Let's remove those breakpoints. And now we can even go a step further here. Say if we should parse because I don't really want, if you're pressing anything but the arrow buttons, I don't want to be notified. So if let's actually var code, let's get that here. So if code is greater equal 37 and code is smaller equal 40, yeah, then we'll trigger that. Okay. Alright. Code. There we go. Okay, so we got that done. Now we need to show the snake, which was in the game.razor. So snake, else if snake is not equal to null, then yeah, then we found a snake part that has yeah, then we found a snake part. So let's go div. Actually, let's just copy this real quick, paste that in there. So we got the empty cell, we got the fruit cell. Let's make the snake head because that's what we have. Game snake head, and that's gonna be blue. Copy this, fill that in there. Okay. So now we should be able to see the snake and also control it. There we go. Oh. Okay. That's because we're not updating the positions. Okay, we have the snake, but we don't have the index, the position index. It's 0. That's why it's showing up at in the top left corner because we're never setting it. So we have to find all the places where we are editing the snake index or snake body, whatever. So no. Check, no, so check. Move snake, here we go. Move snake. move snake. Okay, var x position is equal to that. Let's go x position y position y, and then also we have to get copy paste. We have to calculate the position index, and we did that by getting that divided by the cell view model dot cell size plus y position divided by cell view model cell size times max rows. Max rows. There we go. So the same goes for this section. Here we're setting last. Let's copy that. Okay. Position index. New x. Copy new y. There we go. Okay. There's probably one more spot with the snake. Show menu, create the snake. Here we go. That's probably it. Yeah. So snake head dot position index, and then here the same thing. So we're going to divide by 20. That's the x position plus 20 times max rows. Alright. I don't know if we have to do this. Put the parentheses around there. Okay, let's check this one more time. Here. Alright, now hopefully we can see the snake move. Oh man, this again took way too long. Alright. Okay. Come on. Alright, there's some kind of... It's not moving, so I'm guessing it's not being updated. The UI is not being updated. Okay, so let's do that, and then... Yeah, if that doesn't work, then we'll have to do that next time. Alright, so UI update action, and then we will call update, and what is update? It's going to be private void update. It's going to be an invoke async and here we will just call state has changed, and that should do it. Now we have to create that action. Properties public action UI update action. Alright, now every time we move, we should update. So let's find move snake game loop. So move snake. Here we go. Question mark invoke. Invoke. Alright. So 42 minutes. That took 42 minutes. Let's see. Hopefully it works. Again. Yeah, but as you can see, I mean, we've ported this WPF application project, from WPF to Maui. Uh, Basically, it's done on that side. I mean, it's really hard to uh, code there because it takes forever to compile and everything. But yeah, here we go, and yeah, I can move the snake. Great. Oh, there's two. Yeah, I guess there's still a couple of errors here that we have to work on. Yeah. But yeah, yeah, we'll fix that next time. And yeah, I mean, as I said, it's pretty easy to port these projects since they're sharing the same code base. Um, yeah, yeah, there's definitely some issues here. Alright, but yeah, we'll fix that next time. So yeah, until then, thanks for joining me, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.